For years, scammers in Ghana and Nigeria thought they were untouchable. They built empires of fake companies, crypto scams, romance scams, and business email compromise schemes. They flaunted their wealth online, bought exotic cars, traveled internationally, and paraded designer watches on social media. They believed that being thousands of miles from the US gave them immunity. But that belief is dangerously wrong. Wicked Blogger Ghana is here to expose how the FBI operates in Africa and how it quietly tracks, investigates, and arrests high-profile fraudsters. This is not a game of luck. This is a calculated, patient, and relentless operation that can take months or even years to reach the point of action. By the time a scammer realizes they are being watched, the FBI has already mapped their every move. People like Abu Trika, Alien GH, Chris Waddle, Davido GH, Monfa, and many others are on notice. Some have already had cases concluded and are waiting for the right time to be struck. Others are playing hide and seek, knowing fully well the feds could swoop in at any moment. Every online post, every flashy purchase, every travel ticket, and every phone call is being monitored. Nothing escapes the attention of the FBI. Step 1, the victim report. Every major investigation begins the same way. A victim reports a loss. This can be an individual who lost thousands in a romance scam or a company defrauded of millions through a business email compromise BEC scam. The FBI treats every report seriously. Once the complaint is received, agents gain access to bank statements, emails, chat logs, and any other evidence. From that moment, the investigation starts quietly. The goal is to gather information without tipping off the scammer. Any leak at this stage could allow them to delete accounts, move money, or flee the country. The FBI's digital surveillance capabilities are unmatched. Every login, every crypto wallet transfer, every bank account movement is tracked, analyzed, and cross-referenced. Step 2, following the money. The saying is true: follow the money. Every fraud leaves a trail, no matter how complex or concealed. Scammers often think splitting funds across multiple accounts, converting them to cryptocurrency, or using cash mules will protect them. They are wrong. The FBI traces the flow of money from the first account that received stolen funds through every intermediary, mule, crypto wallet, and offshore account. Forensic accountants and blockchain analysts work tirelessly to map the entire operation. Every transfer, deposit, and withdrawal is a clue, and over time, the network of operators becomes visible. Even laundering funds through cryptocurrency isn't safe. The FBI uses advanced blockchain tracking software to follow crypto movements across exchanges. They can watch a single wallet move hundreds of thousands of dollars until the funds reach a traceable endpoint. By mapping these flows, the FBI identifies the core operators, the middlemen, and the end beneficiaries. Step 3, bank surveillance. Whenever stolen funds enter US banks, the FBI gains access to CCTV footage. Every withdrawal, deposit, or interaction with bank tellers is recorded. The FBI uses this footage to identify mules, the young men and women who are paid to move money for scammers abroad. Watching these mules reveals patterns: who instructs them, who hands them cash, and who they communicate with. Cross-referencing this footage with other intelligence solidifies the links between the US-based operators and the masterminds abroad. Step 4, digital footprint tracing. Scammers live online. Every login to Gmail, Yahoo, Outlook, WhatsApp, Instagram, TikTok, or crypto exchanges leaves a digital footprint. IP addresses, device fingerprints, timestamps, and recovery information are stored. The FBI, using subpoenas, accesses these logs to identify login patterns, locations, and device usage. Even VPNs can't fully hide activity. Analysts detect patterns across multiple accounts, repeated login times, device types, and typing styles. This allows the FBI to link different aliases to the same individual. Every action online becomes part of the evidence chain. Step 5, social media monitoring. Social media is a goldmine for investigators. Many scammers flaunt their wealth online: luxury cars, designer watches, trips abroad, and high-end gadgets. Every post is intelligent. Analysts can geotag locations, identify vehicles, match purchases to stolen funds, and even spot networks of collaborators. This is how the FBI catches scammers who think online bragging is harmless. Every luxury post, every video flaunting wealth, every tagged location is cross-referenced with financial transactions. The more they post, the easier it becomes for the FBI to track them. Step 6, phone record analysis. Scammers communicate constantly, and phones leave a trail. With legal warrants, the FBI obtains call logs, SMS records, WhatsApp messages, and related numbers. Analysts map the network. Who instructs whom? Who moves the money? And who acts as middlemen? Even temporary SIM cards leave patterns that reveal connections across the network. Step 7, flipping mules. Low-level operatives are the first targets. Once arrested in the US, these mules are pressured to cooperate. They provide names, account numbers, crypto wallets, and communication channels of the masterminds. Flipping a mule is one of the fastest ways to expose a scam network because it identifies the operators without alerting them. Step 8, undercover operations. Sometimes the FBI pretends to be victims. Agents respond to emails, messages, or investment schemes. Every interaction collects headers, bank information, and crypto addresses. These undercover operations build a detailed profile of the scammer methods, aliases, collaborators, and even personality traits. Step 9, collaboration with local authorities. Once identities and locations are confirmed, the FBI works with local authorities, IOCO in Ghana, EFCC in Nigeria, Interpol, and local police. International collaboration ensures legal action is enforceable. Without it, arrests abroad would be impossible. Step 10, travel monitoring and extradition. High-profile scammers often travel. Immigration databases and flight records are monitored. When a target lands in a country with a US extradition treaty, they are detained. Airports often become the scene of arrests, preventing escape and further complicating attempts to flee. Step 11, the final strike. Patience is the FBI's weapon. Arrests only happen when evidence is airtight. Bank statements, CCTV footage, IP logs, witness statements, emails, screenshots, social media proof, and patterns of behavior. When the strike happens, it is simultaneous and overwhelming. Collaborators cannot destroy evidence or flee. Now that we understand how the FBI operates, let's take a closer look at the people on the radar. These aren't small-time operators. They are individuals who thought the digital world would make them untouchable. They lived lavishly, flaunted wealth online, and trusted people who were far from loyal. They believed being in Ghana or Nigeria would protect them. They were wrong. Take Kofi, for example. His story is a textbook case of overconfidence. Kofi built a network of business email compromise scams, targeting American companies with fake invoices and phishing emails. He laundered money through cryptocurrency exchanges, bought exotic cars, and flaunted his life on Instagram. The FBI watched silently. Every transaction, every post, every communication with mules was logged. When Kofi thought he was untouchable, the feds already had a map of his operations. A few flipped mules gave the FBI his crypto wallets and offshore accounts. Every dollar he spent on luxury cars and designer goods became evidence. Kofi's case didn't explode overnight. It took months of patient tracking, surveillance, and analysis. And when the strike came, it was swift, his entire network was exposed, and extradition proceedings were set into motion. Then there's Hushpuppi, another famous example. Hushpuppi was known for his flashy lifestyle yachts, private jets, luxury cars, and designer clothes. He posted everything online, giving the FBI more than enough intelligence to link him to millions of dollars stolen from American companies. His downfall started with a victim report that triggered an investigation spanning several countries. The FBI mapped his mules, traced crypto wallets, and monitored his social media posts. Every flashy Instagram post became part of the evidence. Even travel plans were tracked. When he landed in a jurisdiction where the FBI could act, he was arrested. His luxury didn't save him, it exposed him. These cases illustrate a pattern. Overconfidence is the greatest weakness of scammers. The more they flaunt wealth, the more the FBI sees the breadcrumbs leading directly back to them. The hidden weak links, mules and collaborators. Scammers often trust mules, young men and women who are promised a cut of stolen funds to move money. These mules are the Achilles heel. In most operations, the FBI targets these low-level operatives first. Once arrested, they cooperate in exchange for leniency. The information they provide is gold, account numbers, crypto wallets, communication channels, and even the mastermind's aliases. Take the case of a Nigerian scam network investigated last year. The network was laundering millions through a combination of crypto and mobile money accounts. Agents arrested a few local mules in the US, and under pressure, the mules revealed the identities of the leaders in Lagos and Accra. The operation blew wide open. Suddenly, what seemed like an invisible network was fully mapped, and the FBI knew exactly who controlled the flow of funds. These mules are the weak links because they often believe they are indispensable and will never be caught. They don't realize the FBI already knows who is behind them and is ready to flip them at the right moment. Social media, a goldmine for evidence. Another common mistake is showing off online. Nigerian and Ghanaian scammers love Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat. They post videos driving expensive cars, traveling internationally, and flashing jewelry. Each post is geotagged, time-stamped, and analyzed by the FBI. Analysts can identify luxury items, match them with stolen funds, and track collaborators. Some scammers think they can hide behind fake accounts. The FBI has tools to link multiple aliases to the same individual through typing patterns, login times, device usage, and IP patterns. What seems anonymous is anything but. Social media is essentially a window into their criminal operations, crypto transactions, and blockchain analysis. Cryptocurrency is another area where scammers believe they have immunity. They use Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other digital coins to launder money, thinking no one can trace it. The truth is that every transaction on the blockchain is public. The FBI employs blockchain analysts who track these transactions, sometimes over months, until they connect wallets to real identities. Take the case of a Ghanaian crypto scammer who laundered $10 million through multiple wallets. Analysts tracked each wallet, following the path through exchanges, peer-to-peer transactions, and finally cash outs into real-world bank accounts. Every transfer added evidence. Even breaking funds into smaller sums didn't help. The result? Complete mapping of the network and eventual arrest of the operators. The role of local authorities, EOCO and EFCC. The FBI doesn't operate alone. Local authorities are critical. In Ghana, the Economic and Organized Crime Office, EOCO, works alongside the FBI to monitor suspects, arrest mules, and provide extradition support. In Nigeria, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, FEC, fulfills a similar role. Without these collaborations, international arrest would be nearly impossible. For instance, once EOCO identifies a suspect hiding in Accra, they can coordinate with the FBI to prepare for extradition. Local police provide security, arrest support, and intelligence. The collaboration ensures that a strike is smooth and legally enforceable. Travel monitoring and extradition. High-profile scammers often travel to other countries for business or leisure. The FBI monitors flight records, immigration data, and visa applications. Once a target lands in a country with an extradition treaty, the operation moves fast. Many arrests occur at airports, preventing escape. Extradition can be a complex process, especially if the target resists. But the combination of airtight evidence, collaboration with local authorities, and legal pressure ensures that even those who flee can be brought to justice. Mistakes that get scammers caught. The pattern is clear. Scammers get caught because they flaunt wealth online, trust unreliable mules, reuse emails and phone numbers, underestimate the FBI's reach, assume VPNs, crypto, and distance make them untouchable. Every misstep leaves a trace. Overconfidence, carelessness, and greed are their undoing. The human cost, fear, sickness, and pressure. Scammers under FBI investigation often experience enormous pressure. Some fall sick due to stress, others live in constant fear, knowing that any movement could trigger an arrest. Kofi, for example, reportedly battled sickness in prison while waiting to cut a plea deal. The mental toll is severe, and it often forces cooperation or mistakes that accelerate the FBI's operation. High-profile arrests, Kofi, Hushpuppi, and others. High-profile arrests show the process in action. Kofi Boat's network was dismantled piece by piece, mules were flipped, crypto wallets traced, social media monitored, and travel tracked. Hushpuppi's arrest demonstrated the power of patient surveillance combined with digital intelligence. Each operation follows the same blueprint. Follow the money, track digital footprints, monitor social media, flip insiders, coordinate internationally, and strike when the case is airtight. The message is clear. Being thousands of miles away from the US does not guarantee immunity. The FBI is patient, strategic, and relentless. They track, map, monitor, flip, investigate, and finally strike. No amount of VPNs, crypto, fake accounts, or flashy lifestyle can protect scammers who target American victims. Even countries with limited law enforcement reach cannot shield scammers. With international collaboration and extradition agreements, the FBI can bring targets into custody. Every transaction, call, message, and post leaves a trail. When the time is right, the feds move and there is nowhere to hide. Ghanaian and Nigerian scammers may think their digital empire is safe. They post luxury cars, flaunt international trips, and trust their network of mules. But every action leaves evidence. The FBI watches silently, patiently, and strategically. Their investigations are global in reach, methodical in execution, and precise in timing. The arrest is never a surprise. It is the culmination of months or years of intelligence gathering, network mapping, surveillance, and coordination. By the time the door is kicked in, the evidence is airtight, the mules flipped, and the network exposed. The lesson for anyone running scams in Ghana or Nigeria is simple. No distance, no crypto, no VPN, and no flashy lifestyle can hide you. The FBI's reach is long, its patience is immense, and its methods are unstoppable. The day of reckoning is always closer than it seems.